gotta say lab mems, not researchers. Our lab mems, laboratory members, are three. I am the founder of Future Gadget Lab. Lab mem number 001. The insane mad scientist Hoin Kiyoma. Okarin's cuter, though. Next, we have our resident cosplayer and only female member, Lab member 002, Shia Mayuri. Yo, stopping by and saying hello before I go shopping. Hope you have a good stream, man. Yeah, thanks for coming out, Mr. Marinara. I appreciate it. Do. Call me Mayushi. I like making costumes more than wearing them. And last, we have our resident Super Haka. Super Haka. Lab mem number 003. Hashida Itaru. Stop calling me that. It's Super Hacker. Duh. Here at the Future Gadget Laboratory, we devote ourselves to the art of invention. Also, new layout looks nice. Thank you. Thank you. For details, see our lab's homepage. Oh, Christ. Our lab's top priority, of course, is to develop weapons for the war with the Dark Dominion. But that research has spawned a number of offshoot inventions. In fact, that's all it's spawned. Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8, but this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create. Like in that tennis manga, right? Oh, this is him speaking. Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it. No, it's not the number of earthly desires and mortals, you at-channel junkie. Fucking what? At-channel? And I thought I told you not to interrupt me when I'm talking. Yeah, I wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself. I'm not talking to myself, can't you see? I'm talking to the person behind the monitor. Ah, he just grinned. What are you grinning about, damn you? You don't even exist outside that monitor. Just say don't look at me. I don't think that's going to work. It appears our attempts to communicate have failed. It's sad to see someone so deeply in denial of reality. Maybe they think we're in the game? I doubt it even occurred to them. But aren't your 2D girlfriends the same way? It's different. Those girls are my wives. Nobody cares about your harem. But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme. You know? What if we're actually just characters in a game? Any way we can know for sure? No. Come on. Such questions are meaningless. Our time is better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system. Nice Chinibio, bro. I step back from the monitor. I forgot about this. That's right, he was talking to that fucking thing. Displayed on the screen is an ugly cute character, Alpaca Man. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of ugly cute to be true. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. I turned to Daru with a menacing glare. Shut it, Haka. I'm no Chinibio, you patent patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin. I am Hoin Kiyoma. That's your character name, right? Oh, Daru, your communication skills are beyond repair. I'll have you know, I got a ton of online meets. I go to a ton of offline meets, shit. And I'm always the life of the party. This fat... bespectacled guy is my brother-in-arms and right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nickname Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. What the fuck? I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's moe. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that his software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. Ow, the needle bit my finger. Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shina Mayori, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku. Nowhere near Daru's level, though. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usually leisurely pace. Why does the future gadget laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayori is completely useless. Jesus Christ. Still, there's no way I could ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the future gadget laboratory. I still remember the day Mayori first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me, "Mayushi is Okurin's hostage. I belong here." That was it. That was the whole flashback. Okay. Well, that was certainly cryptic, but her offer was my salvation, for she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayori doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough. So, this is Itaru. So did Alpaca Man say anything? Nope, nothing. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive, you'd think that the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game. Damn antisocial alpaca! I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do... The TV makes a sound like it's shorted, and then the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Braun Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old. You made Mr. Alpaca angry. Damn. I'll have to get it repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at the conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago. They're gone. As I left Raid Icon, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Also, I just now realized that the most recent follower thing on my stream is bugged because I didn't realize how how to do this properly. So, oops, I'll fix that later. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until... What's wrong? Mayori's voice brought me back to reality. Mayori hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes. Everyone disappeared just now, right? Huh? You saw it too, right? Just now, before our very eyes. Panic took hold as the enormity of what just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her. Did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? Huh? Huh? Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking. I didn't see anything. You didn't? I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles. You saw nothing? Nothing at all? There were people here a second ago, weren't there? There were? Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure. Of course they are. Her reply didn't make any sense. It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't you? I'm sure it's because of the heat. Doo-doo-doo. How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. Oh my god. I realized that she couldn't help me. Nowhere else to turn, I looked back at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Raid Icon, where I had just been a moment ago. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite, embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Kirisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Kirisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was, what the hell is that satellite doing there? Right before Dr. Nakabushi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine surrounded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop, but that's not what I was seeing now. This satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabashi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen? Mayuri, about the satellite. Yep, what a surprise, huh? What do you mean? What was a surprise? It made a huge kaplow sound. A huge kaplow. It certainly did make a sound, but I don't think it was kaplow. I'd say it was more like a zoom. Did that satellite fall out of the sky? Did it? Do you think any aliens were on board? Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all? Hey, you two. Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern. What do you think you're doing here? This area is off limits. You have to leave. We're sorry. First, my good man, let's call you Officer A. I have one question. Officer A. Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you? What are you talking about? Get out of here. I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Kirisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could... Look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The policeman took me by my upper arm and said, No one got stabbed at Raid Icon. What? How could he say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. We were escorted up to UPX and released. There were people at UPX, like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Chuodori had been blockaded by police, so no one could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. And that brings us up to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabashi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Raid Icon. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even TOV, TV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chodori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba's streets. Why don't you just say Akihabara? Nor about Kirisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery. I see. So that's it. From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri turn and stare. This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God. But they underestimated me, for I am not so easily played. One day, I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda. Ha ha! I got one too, right here. Thank you. Thank you. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice-cold drinks are essential. Ah, elixir intellectualis. A drink fit for a genius. Ah, yes, I know. Thank you. Yes. Cola's better. Okarin really loves his Dr. P. I pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. Ha ha ha! Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the furniture of the future gadget laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it's strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poke Daru and bid him to follow me into the development room. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim. you put fucking tape on the windows? Alright. And hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be. Daru, is the plan progressing smoothly? What plan? Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It is significantly larger than newer home models. The plan, as in the plan, obviously, I'm talking about perfecting gadget number 8. Oh, that. How was I supposed to know what you meant? We've known each other for what? 3 years now? We went to high school together, and now We're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though. We're in different classes junior year. And actually, we didn't talk at all. So, 2 years? Details. The point is, we've known each other for a long time. I expect you to keep up with me here. Nope. Awkward silence. Man, all I have wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us. Shot down again. So, are we any closer to finding out what's wrong with gadget number 8? Not yet. So far, Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. I don't know why I paused there. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of the sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. Okay. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious, future-ish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental search of science that great inventions are often created by accident. Fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the Bit Particle Gun. Gadget number 2, the Bamboo Helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Aura Aura? Gadget number 4, Mode Snake. Gadget number 5, once again, I've made a worthless object by Gomon. Gadget number 6, the Sialume Saber. Gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball. They all can be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist's genius. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the Phone Wave, name subject to change. Phone Wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added the name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. Is that just the Dr. Pepper logo down there? That's fucking hilarious. I love that. When a future gadget is completed, the 3 of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology, or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Daru thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names, so she says they don't fit in her head. And so, our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. Oh, these little tube things, these are called Nixie tubes. I really, really want a Nixie tube clock. But no one sells them because I guess they're like really niche. Except for like on like unique sellers on Etsy who do like one-off things, but they're like $300. And I'm like, you know, that is something that I really want, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything, and I don't need it, but I really want it. But I digress. The Phone Wave, name subject to change, is, in short, a remote-controlled microwave. You put food in the microwave before you leave, then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. Oh yeah, they're probably crazy expensive. Yeah. They are. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the Phone Wave, name subject to change, has a second, unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy, Mayuri had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause. We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon. And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird. I just don't get it. Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again. Mayuri, bring forth the bananas. Are you gonna turn them into gel bananas again? That's been bugging me. This is Taru. That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them gelbanas? But gelbanas are gelbanas. I take the bananas from Mayuri, Christ, and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave. Name subject to change. Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food. Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization. That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys the bananas, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one. Next time, we'll only do one banana. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The phone wave, name subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. What the fuck? Let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone. And make a call to the phone wave, name subject to change. It allows to confirm the controller settings config of the system menu. What? Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. What the fuck? What is the phone trigger button? Hold on. I didn't know there was gameplay in this. Fuck, I don't want to hit things in case it, like, loads a save. Hold on. 1. I know what 1 does. 1. Let me save. Save right here. Override it, because we haven't done anything. Lock the save data. Okay, let's go back. Hold on. There's controls somewhere here, right? Load, tips list, config, full screen, help, title menu, say to config? This one? The auto quick say resolution, match speed, number 2? Number 3? Oh, fuck. How do you fucking... You've got gameplay in your visual... Yeah, I know, and I don't know how to fucking do it. I don't know what the phone button is. Help. Oh, thank God. Okay, E is skip mode. This is why I didn't hit shit. Shift is hide text. Control, force skip. Z or C is phone trigger. Text scroll tips. Back, auto mode, enter. Oh my God. You can do so much stuff with the fucking F buttons. I'm not hitting any of them. Okay, so Z and C. There's a second page to this? Oh, it's controller. Who the fuck plays a visual novel with controller? No, cancel. How the fuck do I backspace? Why is it not escape? Okay. Backspace. So Z. Oh, that's dope. It does stuff. Yeah. Oh shit, I actually... Oh my God, I do stuff. Backspace? Open address book. Oh my God. Phone wave. Call. I'm connected. Hello, this is PhoneWave, name subject to change. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru programmed to operate the PhoneWave. Do you hear Mayushi's voice? Be quiet. I'm trying to listen. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds. For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press pound 120. Entering the command properly will cause the PhoneWave, name subject to change, to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess it up and enter 120 pound. Oh, I have to do this. So 120 pound. That's interesting. It's delayed from the button press, but it's right on the screen. So I assume you're going off the screen and not that. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The PhoneWave, name subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate. Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards. Backwards? I never noticed that. That might have serious implications. We look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule. Yeah, no. Not Hund's rule? No. Okay. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out. Gel bananas are ready! Oh, fuck. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Mayuri discovered that the PhoneWave, name subject to change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time. Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice... What the fuck? You wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered. They look really nasty. The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg. Or stomach. Go for it. No way. Fine. Mayuri, the honor shall be yours. But gel bananas are all goopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Wait, she already tried one? It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all. Gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Daru, what do you think? Soft and squishy bananas, huh? Soft and squishy banana. Christ almighty. Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me. Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding. Please, just say it. Bananas are squishy already. Not like squishy. They're like, they don't... When you hold a banana up, it keeps its shape. These are goo. It'll flop over. Your banana's all soft and... Don't make her say that, you perv. Bonk. Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mary looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway. Oh, those women not knowing about sex jokes. They're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there's a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? I've got it. I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised? Now's the time to shout. What did you say? Come on, don't be shy. The reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said. We already knew that. Oh. The problem is we don't know what it is doing. Or why it's doing it. If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them? What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave. Then what is it? We don't know, and that's the problem. He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Behind me is the large unidentified object that crashed into the building near Akihabara Station. The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance the object appears to be some kind of satellite. As we cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you usually don't see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Daru, aren't you going to check out Raid-icon? Raid-icon? Fuck. No point. Can't get close. I've been following the news online, though. There's already 100 threads about it on the @channel. It's huge, man. Oh, hold on. I got mail. Wait, can I just stop? I can stop the visual novel and I can get the mail? Holy shit. You know, I'm really sad about dropping my UPA. It's worse than last year when I missed it. I missed buying Fatty Garo Froggy. Reply. That's the one from last year, right? I thought you weren't interested. Send. Okay. That's cool. I like that. Backspace. This is the, Oh, this is the... Okay. Okay. That's why he was staring at his phone earlier. Hold on, I had to answer an email. You gotta keep up with your emails? Yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor, ATF Assembly Hall. Man, feel that AC. I'm alive. Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. About the phone wave, name subject to change, I might have found our answer. You know, that name subject to change thing is really annoying. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name. Now is not the time. So what's your latest ridiculous theory? What do you mean ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility, even those a lesser mind would say break the laws of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous. So basically you're just you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science. Daru, I have a hunch that the phone wave, name subject to change, may be the key to opening Steins' gate. How's that? Steins what? You lost me back at ridiculous, man. A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator... Bonk. Ah. I bump into someone. I quickly grabbed the person's shoulder to keep them from falling. I'm sorry. What? It's a girl, and I recognize her. You. Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Kirisu. Is there something wrong? Kirisu frowns and tries to back away, but I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens. Ow! You should be dead! Why are you here? And you're even... There isn't a single bloodstain on her clothes, and they're the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound would have produced that much blood. Yet as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured. Not a scratch. Hey, that hurts, let me go. Bonk. Kirisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief. What's wrong with you? You're okay? That's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood. That again? Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said. What do you mean, again? I mean, you sent me that email like a week ago, right? I sent you an email? Don't be ridiculous. I saw her dead just 3 hours ago. Hey, could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. You know, that message was kind of weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future. It came from the future? That sounds like something you'd read from the internet, Daru. It's rare for you to talk about ridiculous theories. No, the date was definitely a week later. It came from, the 28th? Wait, that's today. Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. He's right. The email was sent from my phone. He received it on July 21st at 12:56, but it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 mails. Someone stab. Bed Makis K. Urisu. Don't. Why did I send such short message in 3 parts? And it looks like the third email got cut off. I do recognize the content, though. This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago. But I sent 1 mail, not 3. There should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago? Interesting. Suddenly, Kirisu was standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Oh, right. The email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is, why is she still alive? Is she an illusion? No. An evil spirit? Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I'm a mad scientist. I timidly reach out to Kirisu's face. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles. Substance. She has substance. Of course. She's not a ghost. How silly of me. Okarin, I don't think that's a good idea. I poke Kirisu's cheeks with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one. Hey. Wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had a substance. That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Raid Icon? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like that mass disappearance? That's right. She was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further investigation. Oh no. Oh no. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lifted. Are you trying to get yourself arrested? I just want to know the truth. I stare straight back at Kirisu as she trembles with anger and lift her blouse a little higher. What truth, you perv? You stupid? Wanna die? She pushes my hand away. Luis Chan's famous line for the win. Okay. Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kirisu. I know what I saw. No way, did you just see my underwear? Kirisu's face turned bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down. No, you fool, not that. Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabashi's presentation, someone killed Kirisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything I saw. Wait, Dr. Nakabashi? What are you talking about, Okarin? Dr. Nakabashi's presentation was cancelled. Cancelled? Yeah, because of the satellite crash. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy? Excuse me, my name is Hohuin Kiyoma. Really, man? You're hopeless. Okay, Hohuin-san. I'd like to hear your story in more detail. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall. Makasi-san, it's almost time. Huh? Oh, right. Thank you. Kirisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room. We should go too. Go where? To hear the lecture. Duh. Ah. That. Daru follows after Kirisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius, Makise Kirisu, need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today. She's the one giving the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius, Makise Kirisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed out in a gossip magazine article. That's when she told me she was going to be a guest at ATF. I'd forgotten all about it. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there are also a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. Huh. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Raid Icon how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. Time travel? Oh. Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept. Objection! Fucking right out the gate. What? Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's drivel. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd. Ocarin, you magnificent fool. Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away. Okay, it's fine, I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that. But before that... Oh, the shit. But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical methods of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I have heard about the cosmic string theory, at least. The 11 theories. Neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory, tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory, cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory, elementary particle ring and laser theory, Dirac antiparticle theory. Not bad. Perhaps Kirisu is a worthy rival after all. However, all of these models are purely theoretical. Some of them even contradict each other. Well, what if someone comes up with a 12th model? Huh? Right, well... It could be contradicted by the 13th model, now couldn't it? Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. Touché, genius girl. Suddenly, I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now. By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed to Okinawa. Upon arrival, that person would be about 100 millionth of a second farther into the future than I am. What does that mean? According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. For example, if you could run near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time moves half as fast for you. If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse for the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. Understand, Hohoin Kiyoma? Gah! Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Bakasi Kirisu wants to pick a fight. I wish she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. Well, that's not really time travel, is it? Now Professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makasi Kirisu's example isn't strictly time travel, per se. But I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience. Yes, you're right. The genius girl's readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to claim this in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Makasi Kirisu is giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on. Then what about going to the past? Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the sky at night. You could see the light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you? That's not time travel either. This time, it's a nearby student who objects. Well, I was just getting started. Was it just me, or did Kirisu look a little nervous just now? Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need? The best candidates... Oh, hydrate? Thank you. Thank you. Good old Dr. P. Elixir Intellectualis. The best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes. A cosmic string is a string-based crevice, a string-shaped crevice with extreme mass. A string-shaped crevice. That must be how they enter our universe. Expecting water, but you know what? It's a liquid. Yeah, that's why I said I didn't type water in there, because originally it's have the streamer drink a bit of water, but I changed it because I was like, well, sometimes I have water, sometimes I don't. But do cosmic strings really exist? The crevice is about as wide as an elementary particle, and at least as long as the diameter of a galaxy. It has immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through that distortion, you could make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees. In short, you can do something resembling a warp. This is called a space-time angular deficit. Are you following, Happy? When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes 0. Now we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed. According to the special theory of relativity, time will flow slower for a cosmic string in relation to its surroundings. Therefore, passing through the area of an angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. They take the space blanket and they cut and pierce the blanket. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they just cut a hole in it and then they put a fucking tube through it and then boom, time travel. Fucking call Doc and Marty. Marty, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. In other words, you will arrive at the past after transit. If you use 2 cosmic strings, you can do a space deficit jump. If you loop back to your original location, you can return to the same time you started revolving. And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by the means of cosmic strings. By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as superstrings. Now then, you need 3 things, in order to travel to the past with cosmic strings. First, the cosmic strings themselves. 2 strings, to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they might be a little hard to find. Second, you need the energy required to make them move at near light speed. How much energy do you think you need to accelerate something as long as the Milky Way to near the speed of light? I'm pretty sure it's a little more than 1.21 gigawatts. This earns a few chuckles from the audience. Get it? It's a Back to the Future reference? Or am I going to be called old for watching that movie as well? This earns a few chuckles from the audience. Third, you need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning. I've never seen the movie before. Oh my god, it's my favorite movie, Happy! Third, you need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning, with the time traveler alive, of course. What do you think, Hohuin-san? Care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time. Looks like Hohuin-san doesn't want to take the challenge. In that case, let's consider wormholes. They may be a little more realistic than cosmic strings. By the way, Hohuin-san, do you know what wormholes are? No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered. It's like a shortcut through space, right? Yes, that's correct. Whew, I got it right. The hole where the worm goes. Yeah. You put the worm in the hole, and that's the wormhole. I sigh inwardly in relief. There are 2 wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit time through the tunnel is 0. But oh no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity and collapses as soon as it opens. So we need something to negate the effect of gravity. So-called exotic matter, a substance with negative mass which repulses other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kirisu raises her right fist. Say that the wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible fist. In order to pass through, you need something that could oppose my fist's grasping force so that I can't squish it anymore. Kirisu opens her fist. If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes impossible. To travel through time, however, takes a little more effort. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara, and the exit is in Los Angeles. First, we would send the wormhole in LA. We would send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe near Light